What's going on, guys? This is Mickey Martin coming at you with another guitar tutorial, and today I'm going to teach you Wonderboy by Tenacious D. Let me show you this first section we're going to work on. So what we're doing here is we're starting in the D chord. So an open D string with the 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and 2nd fret high E. And our strumming pattern is the D string, and then the high E, to the B, to the G. And then you're going to put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and you're going to pull it off to the 2nd fret and hit the B string. So that's the G string and then the B string. And then we'll come over to the 1st fret of the high E string and we'll hit our D string and pull that 1st fret off to the open on that high E string. And then we'll come over and hit the 3rd fret on the B and then the G string. End on that B string there. So all together so far. And it ends on that B string right there before it slides up to the next part. And that slides up to 7th fret B string, 5th fret high E string. And then you just slide it up 1 fret to the 8th fret B string, 6th fret high E string. So, and then you'll slide it up 2 frets. So that's 10th fret B string with 8th fret high E string. And you walk it right back down. So it'll sound like this. And then we'll go back up again. Now here, instead of sliding up, we're just going to hit the 9th fret of the high E string. So we're playing 9th fret high E, 8th fret on the B string. And then let your 9th fret back off. So all together we have. And then it'll go back into. From here it'll go into the harder strumming portion that sounds like this. And then back into that portion. So what we're doing in this portion is we're strumming the first note and then palm muting the rest of the notes, starting on the 5th fret A string bar chord. So that'll be 5th fret A string with 7th fret on the D, G, and B string. So the strumming will sound like this. Just let that first one ring and then palm mute the rest. And what we'll do is we'll walk our bass finger down 1 fret. So that'll be A string on the 4th fret, still holding the 7th fret on the D, G, and B string. And we're going to walk that bass finger down again by hitting the low E string on the 7th fret while still holding the 7th fret on the D, G, and B. And we'll walk it down one more time to the 5th fret. And then we'll hit a power chord on the 3rd fret of the low E string with the 5th fret of the A and D string. Up to the 5th fret, and then back to our D. So all together that portion sounds like this. And that's the turnaround I like to do there, because you are going to have to skip that first D chord because you're ringing out that D from the chorus section. So you'll go right into... And it'll repeat that another time, so the first verse and the second verse are the same, and then the third verse will start the same, and when you go to the power chord section here, it'll start exactly the same, and then it'll keep going down, and I'll show you that. This is the portion where he's like, with telekinesis to kill a yak with mind bullets. So... So what we do here is, like I said, it starts the same. And from here, you'll actually go down to the same chord, that power chord on the 3rd fret. But what we'll do is we'll walk our bass finger down 1 fret to the 2nd fret, leaving the A and D string on the 4th fret held down. So... And then we'll come to an open E power chord, so open low E with 2nd fret, A and D string. And this is where the guitar does the slide up portion. So that starts on the 4th fret of the A string and the 6th fret of the G string. And we're just going to hold this same shape the whole way up. So walk it up 1 fret to the 5th fret, so, and then up to the 7th fret, up to the 9th fret, and then up to the 10th fret, and that's where it holds at first, and then it hits the 12th fret. So, and it goes into the bending portion, which is just a bend on the high E string, 12th fret, and then hit the 10th fret of the high E string, and we'll bend the 10th fret of the B string, and hit the 10th fret again, down to the 8th fret, up to the 11th fret, and back to the 10th fret. History of Wonderboy and young Nasty Man. So after it repeats the verse again, it'll get to the final power chord section, which is where Jack Black is like, "It's me, NKG, that's me, we're Tenacious D." And that's this portion. It's all the same. We're Tenacious. But it goes to this 3rd fret of the A string. Instead of to our D, it goes to the 3rd fret of the A string power chord. So that's 5th fret on the D and G with 3rd fret on the A string. And then on that final note, they bring it up to the 5th fret, so our D, you can play the D. So, that's me. We're Tenacious D. Come fly with me, fly. Yeah, I need a pick for this part. Now we're ready. So the come fly with me, fly portion, it's really staccato, so after I play a note, I lift off with my fretting hand and mute the string. But this is 10th fret on the high E string and the B string. And then we'll come up to the 12th fret on the high E string and do a bend. So that was a bend on the B string, 10th fret, down to the 8th fret of the B string. up on the 11th fret of the B string before you come up and start doing a pull-off section from the 15th fret to the 14th fret to the 12th fret of the high E string. So it's really quick here. And then you'll slide up. So this is 17 on the high E string to 15 to 14. And you'll play that twice before you come down and do the same fretting on the B string. So what we're doing down here, it starts on the 12th fret of the B string. So 12, 14, 12, 14. And then you'll come up to 15, back to 14, 12, 14, and then bend up to 15. I'm on a nylon, so it's really hard to bend. And then from there, it'll go back into the verse section again, and that will be the whole song, guys. So if you enjoyed this one, please give me a thumbs up down below. Also, subscribe to the channel right here. Click here to subscribe to see some more videos like this. I hope you guys have a good day out there. Peace. Peace. Peace.